Perfect. So happy to see you here tonight. I'm gonna put the invite link one more time. We want to reach the 1,000 people. Let's see if it's Mitra is already in, also Liana. Okay.
Yes, we see her.
Not that we max out without Mitra in the Zoom. So amazing to see you all, guys. I hope you had an amazing start in the new month, and I hope this call is gonna help you to have more information about capsule, and also that you can share it to even more people. Before we start the call, I just wanted to remind you of, that we're doing all these calls and for this big event that we have in January. And maybe Eliana, if you have the link, or if you can share the link in the chat again. So we're gonna have this big event in January that me, Eliana, Lauren, and a lot of other big leaders in Juice Plus organize for you guys, to be able to have a boot camp all together in the beginning of 2021 to have the best year ever. So we don't want to have no one missing this. And tonight we have a special guest that Eliana is going to introduce. And she's going to be also one of our speakers for both the event itself. So it's on the 21st of January. We have a special event that I'm gonna explain in a little bit, and the 22 as well. So we actually have a one full bootcamp day, and the night before we have a special event. So I'm gonna share with you a small presentation that I prepared, so that you can see what is in for you. So we're gonna have on the 21st of January 2022, we're gonna share with you guys the details as soon as we have them, also with the time frame and so on, but it should be at 9 p.m. European time. Okay, so don't worry about the time schedule, don't worry about everything else now, just that you understand what we prepared for you guys. So it's on the 21st of January, and it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 hours with the special doctors there. It's a special doctor panels. We have Mitra Ray that you're gonna know tonight. We have other doctors, one pediatrician, one surgeon, someone is doing general medicine, and everyone is in Juice Plus. So we are very happy to have them. And it's not something very usual for us in Europe to have this opportunity to have on a Friday night a special Zoom for your prospects. So when you buy the ticket for the event on the 22nd of January, you automatically will have the possibility to invite 10 people, 10 prospects. It can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be your customer, it can be a prospect. You can invite them at this special Zoom with the doctors on the Friday night on the 21st of January, and they can have a look at what our amazing products are. And of course, they're gonna talk in details about the capsule and all the nice things. So let me know if you're excited about this in the comment, because I'm very excited. Like in Europe, we never have the possibility to have that. And for all the people having their tickets, for each one of you having your ticket, you're gonna have the possibility to invite 10 people to this special event. I'm just gonna see in the chat if someone has question around this topic. Is it clear for you guys? Are you excited about that? Because I think it's amazing. Like we have so many doctors in America sharing our products, and we have to use it, right? So we organize this for you guys, and I hope, so that's why we want to share also the event and the link that just Eliana shared before, and she can share it again in the chat with every one of your team, because we all want to have at least 10 prospects there for this special event. Okay, so you have a special reduction. It's gonna be so you have a special discount code for the Level Up event. So you're gonna click on the link, and you're gonna put conference, all small letters, and you're gonna have a special discount until the end of this week. Okay, so just until the end of this week to have the discount and to be able to come to the event for 50, I think it's $50, right, with a discount. And then we prepare something else for the people that are gonna join until the end of the week. okay? We prepared, and we already announced that last month, we prepared 2 power hours with 2 special people. One is myself and one is Katie Joem. We are 2 PMD plus, and we are very, very good at social media, right? And we're gonna make 1 hour special only for you, where we're gonna share our DMO, how we work, and we can work together. You can ask questions, you're gonna have the translation as well, okay? So this is happening in November, starting from the 17th with me, 1 hour power hour with me, and the 24th with Katie, that you already saw last time in the Zoom. It was really an amazing Zoom if you were here. So you're gonna be able, if you buy the ticket tonight or tonight or tomorrow, at least you have to have it until Friday, guys. And then you're gonna receive an email with all the information about these power hours as well. Let me know if you like it. We really try to do our best for this event, to be able to share everything with you guys, to be able to make, for once, it never happened in the history of Just Plus that there is an event with everyone from around the world, with all the best speakers around the world, with this possibility to invite the prospect on the Friday night and have bootcamp for yourself the whole day on Saturday. The event starts on Saturday at 7 p.m. France time. So for Italy, Germany, France, it's 7 p.m. and for Israel, it's going to be 1 hour later. Okay. Let us know if you have any question. If not, let's just don't waste any time, because we have a very special guest tonight. We just maxed out in 1,000 people. Just please share it in your story. Take a picture, share it in your story. We just maxed out, and we're gonna have a very, very special guest. So I'm letting Eliana introduce her, and we're gonna see each other at the end of the Zoom as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ellie. We arrived to 1,000 people. I'm so excited. And actually, I feel very excited for our speaker tonight. It's truly an honor to introduce this lady to all of you. I had the pleasure to see her live on stage in Birmingham, I think it was a conference 2017. And I was like literally speechless when she was talking. I was like, oh my God, this makes sense. Oh my God, oh my God. So let me tell you about a little bit about who she is. So Dr. Mitra Ray has over 30 years of experience, you know, in this field, and she received her Bachelor's of Science at Cornell University and her PhD from Stanford Medical School. She's a researcher as well, and her research has been published in such prestigious journals as Science, Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, and the journal Cell of Biology. So many of you will not know about this, but it's very important to understand for people to know about this. So, and her mission is really to educate and inspire people about plant-based nutrition. And seriously, like she's been like heard in 4 continents. Like she has written award-winning like books, like lectures on health, beauty, brain function, and longevity. She is just amazing, and you want to take lots of notes of everything she says. Okay, so Dr. Mitra Ray, are you here? Like, can you, maybe I'm gonna mute you, like ask you to unmute.
And just to remind you guys, we're translating in 6 languages now, also Hebrew. You're gonna have to choose Korean, so speak a little bit less fast. Okay, thank you very much.
So I'm very excited to speak to you tonight. This is like a pure, like, I can't believe it, to be honest. So thank you so much for taking time and being with us tonight.
Thank you. I will try my best to speak slowly. And I wanted to talk to you. First of all, thank you all for being here. I'm so excited that over 1,000 people are having a chance to listen to this really important information, especially right now and with everything that's happening in the world today. So thank you, Eliana, for that beautiful introduction, and Elizabeth for organizing this event. And you all are very lucky to have this kind of leadership. And I hope the translation goes well. So yes,
I'm sure like with this pace, we're gonna be absolutely fine. So Dr. Mitra Ray, I'm so excited to speak to you. The first question we would like to ask you, you know, like someone with such an experience and background like you, why do you love Just Plus? Why Just Plus? You know, like exactly, yeah, why do you love it so much?
Well, you know, I was never a believer in taking vitamin pills, because they really are what we would call expensive urine. at the end of the day, the body doesn't know how to digest it. It's very foreign to the body. And there's many more nutrients in whole food, like a whole apple has over 10,000 plant nutrients, whereas a vitamin supplement will only have a limited number, maybe 20 ingredients. It doesn't matter, but they're isolated, fragmented. They're not what your bacteria will recognize as food. At the end of the day, it is the bacteria in our intestines that really process our food for us. And a bacteria looks at a vitamin supplement and says, what is this? You know, and it doesn't know what to do with it. So if you took your vitamin supplement and you left it out, it would never rot like real food, right? Juice Plus is real food, and I could take it. I cannot take a vitamin supplement. It makes me nauseous to take a normal supplement, but I can take Juice Plus on an empty stomach because it's a food concentrate. So that is the first important thing about that. And then secondly, when I first got started, I was really interested in seeing some clinical research. And now I've been with the company for 27 years. I did some research on my own, but after 27 years, we have over 40 clinical studies. So they didn't study Juice Plus in rats and mice and in the test tube. They studied in human beings and many clinical trials where this is a very high standard, where you have double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover, really difficult to do. The company has spent over $15 million to prove what they have. And a lot of people sometimes don't understand how important this is because they think, well, the company is doing the research. No, the company is not doing the research. The company is funding the research. But once they give the money to the university or the clinic that's doing the study, they have no control of what the scientists will publish. So if the scientists find negative results, the scientists will publish those negative results and the company has no control. So ultimately, they're taking a big risk in spending all this money and giving the product to the clinics and the universities and the institutions to study it. Yeah. And from all of that, you know, this third-party validation is very, very significant, which is why we attract so many top doctors to our business.
So you would reckon that the research as well, it's a part, I mean, the fact that it's plant-based and the fact that it's like whole food nutrition, of course, and the research makes it unique, or would you like add something else as well?
Yeah, and then on top of that, it works. Like I've been taking it for 27 years and giving it to my family and shipping it to my family in India. I would never do this if it didn't work. You know, it just works, right? I have customers who've taken it for 27 years. So I've never done anything consistently for my health for 27 years.
You know, I was very impressed by what you said, like in Birmingham, about your research in the past, like for your father. I remember that you were starting looking into nutrition to help your family as well. Would you like to share a little bit about that? Because that was so inspiring for me as well.
Yes. So I lost my father to heart disease, his second heart attack, and I lost my mom to Alzheimer's. And when I was pregnant with my children, you know, that's when I lost my dad. I was 7 months pregnant with my first child. And that was so heartbreaking for me. And I never wanted that kind of reality for my children. I didn't want them. So I wanted to take good care of myself. So I was being funded by the National Institutes of Health, which is the US government's research arm near Washington in Bethesda, Maryland. So they were funding me to research cancer and Alzheimer's. And I didn't know that I could help people prevent disease instead of trying to look for the cure. So when I saw Juice Plus, it opened my eyes because it worked for me. I became very curious, much more curious about the power of plant-based nutrition. And I think most people don't realize how powerful how can a few capsules be so powerful? But they are, they just are, because they're capturing all this nutrition. So then I decided to put my research career aside to teach people about Juice Plus today, because I thought that I could make a bigger difference, make more of an impact in the world if I shared how great this product is. I didn't want people to just put it aside and think of it just as another vitamin that they tried and it didn't help them. It's not that. It's very different from that, right? So.
And you're doing amazingly. I mean, when I heard you from stage, you know, you spoke so much about, like, you know, whatever you made research about the guts, you know, and how much, like, you know, antibiotics when you were younger. Like, unfortunately, my health was very weak because I was eating poorly. So, like, I was eating lots of antibiotics, and pretty much my intestine went like and you made so much sense for me that day, you know, and everything you say. I would really would like for people understanding, like, why they should take Juice Plus on the long term, because this is still not really clear for many people out there.
Yeah, most people don't realize that. Again, back to the bacteria in your gut, you know, we have more bacteria cells inside of us than human cells, 10 times more. And health is really, now we're finding, after all these years, that really true health is about what kind of bacteria live, especially in your intestines. Do you have healthy plant-eating bacteria, or do you have bacteria that likes processed food, the sugary foods? Those are the parasites. If you have parasites inside your intestines, what's happening over time is the parasites are eating you while you're alive from the inside out, and they're creating inflammation because your immune system is spending most of its time trying to fight the wrong bacteria in your gut. So this is where systemic inflammation, as it's called, systemic inflammation starts in the gut, because most people have unhealthy bacteria. And then most people have also taken antibiotics, like you said, Elena. So this means that you've killed off many of the good bacteria, and it takes a long, long time. So if I tell people, look, you have to start your day with a bowl of broccoli, most people won't do that. But most people can take some capsules, right? So when you take the capsules, we have research saying, you know, there's a group of nutrients, large group of nutrients called polyphenols. Polyphenols keep us young and alive and protect every cell in the body. They protect your brain, they protect your heart, they protect your skin, they protect everything in the body. They're the anti-aging nutrients, okay? Everything you hear about, like resveratrol in your wine or all of these antioxidants, they're polyphenols. And we have research saying the bacteria in our gut love these polyphenols, and they convert them into other polyphenols. So Juice Plus feeds the good bacteria in your gut. And the other thing that we've noticed is that the number of plants you eat equals the diversity of bacteria. Health is a factor. Good health is a matter of having diversity. So if we were to look at nomads that live in, let's say, South America or Africa, ancient tribes that still live in the ancient ways, they have very healthy gut microbiota is the term, very healthy gut bacteria. They don't get heart disease, they don't get cancer, they don't get Alzheimer's, they don't get autoimmune diseases, because they eat roots, they eat grubs, they are foraging for food all the time. They're eating over 200 different plants in their diet regularly. So we're not eating 200 different plants. If you take Juice Plus, at least you're getting 30 plants. So the number of plants you eat creates a variety, and the more variety of microbiota we have in our gut, the healthier you are. And these are studies done by the World Health Organization and research around the world showing the number one thing we can do is to increase the diversity of bacteria in our gut. Antibiotics kills them.
Yeah.
Plants help you increase good bacteria, and variety of plants increases the variety of microbiota. So we have also have very recent studies showing we are increasing some of the good bacteria in our gut from taking Juice Plus, and some of the byproducts. So the gut bacteria also makes nutrients for us. They make what are called small chain fatty acids. Small chain fatty acids help you manage your appetite so you don't overeat.
Yeah.
They help you manage your weight, therefore. They help you prevent depression. They help you prevent disease. So one of the small chain fatty acids is called butyrate. One of our latest studies with Juice Plus shows that we increase the production of butyrate from taking Juice Plus capsules. And also the complete has fiber in it that helps you increase. Fiber is what the bacteria want to eat. That's what they eat. And they make small chain fatty acids like butyrate from this fiber that they're eating. This is what the Juice Plus products provide us. They provide us the plant nutrients, the plant fiber that helps us create more good bacteria in our gut.
And this makes so much sense.
Yeah, it makes so much sense, right? And the other thing that happens is when you have bad bacteria in your gut from eating the wrong foods, they dictate your cravings. You think you are craving sweets or whatever you're craving, a hamburger or craving pizza or craving pasta, all these foods that aren't really good for you, craving lots of bread and butter and cheese, right? That's because the bacteria that are eating, and also more than bacteria, really bad parasites are eating those foods, and they're sending chemicals to your brain saying, eat more cheese. No, that was good. Eat more of that, because that's that you're feeding them. But when you start to feed Juice Plus, you start to slowly change the bacteria. And then that's why children that have never eaten vegetables suddenly are now craving vegetables because they're taking Juice Plus. That's a really beautiful thing, to be able to help people change their cravings.
Absolutely.
That's the hardest thing to do, is to help people change their cravings.
And you mentioned so many things that I experienced myself, because of course, like since I started feeding this good bacteria in my intestine, like my immune system improved massively. I was getting sick all the time. It was frustrating because you really prevent a lot of life. Oh, my computer is okay. Yeah, I lost the connection for a second. So everything you said about the skin, sometimes people tell me like, oh, you look younger. And I'm not really doing anything different about just, looking after what I eat all the time. And the cravings, as you said, like if I cheat my diet after 2 days, I crave a salad. I'm like dying for eating a salad, So that makes sense. And that can also leading us to another question, such as like, why do you think Juice Plus, it is important in all the age, from children to adults and the elderly, and like.
Yeah, and the research has shown that we have the world's largest observational children study. We've been doing this for a long time now, I think over 15 years, and we have helped millions of children improve their cravings for more fruits and vegetables, take less drugs, over-the-counter drugs and prescription drugs. They crave more fruits and vegetables. They crave fewer soft drinks, soda pop, and things like this. So that we've already shown that. We've even shown with children, even in a clinical study, which is very hard to do, because the product has to be very good to get the approval to even do a clinical study on children. We've shown that we can help children improve their sort of insulin response, like children who are at risk for diabetes. We improve their insulin response from taking Juice Plus, which is unbelievable. We help the elderly with their immune system. We've done studies with athletes showing that we get more protein uptake, more lean mass, less body fat. We've shown everyone gets the body. Lots and lots of studies, over 20 studies showing we improve. You can measure the nutrients in the blood Like you can say, oh, this thing has, so much vitamin C, but we want to show that does that vitamin C get into your blood? This is the bioavailability. We have over 20 bioavailability studies showing, yes, we have vitamin C, some of these phytonutrients like lutein, zeaxanthines, vitamin E. We can show omega-3 index. So this is very important for reduction of risk factors for heart disease. So these are really, really important studies that have been done. We even improved the skin. There was a study done in Germany showing we reduced the pore size of your skin. We increased the thickness of your skin. We increased the hydration in your skin, from taking Juice Plus. That's why you look younger, Elena. Beauty from the inside out, right? So I could talk for a long time about all the studies. The latest one I love on brain research as well. You're smarter when you take Juice Plus. You remember things better. You have good short-term memory recall. We have better executive function, which means you can think more clearly. And they gave them very difficult, like if you look on YouTube, you can see my brain study video when I go over the brain studies, like they do these very difficult tests. And we showed that Juice Plus makes your brain work better as well. Wow. So it makes you smarter as well. So what more do you want? Better immune system, better brain function, better heart health, better cardiovascular health, better gut health, better skin. That's pretty good.
I know, like if I was not taking Juice Plus right now, I will be like, oh my God, I want this, especially because when I started, I didn't understand in the very beginning what it was, and I heard one day on stage, like speaking for the first time about prevention, that can actually make you take you a step back from a disease, you don't develop the disease if you do like the prevention and the polyphenol and everything. And I was like, okay, this is big. I was like, I want everybody to know this. So I'm really hoping the people are listening tonight are really I want them to feel they exploding with, goods and information. So why do you think then, you mentioned omega. So why do you think the combination of premium capsules and omega, it's so powerful together? I think it was you saying that this is foundation of health, that this is the foundation. So let's speak about this a little bit more.
Yeah, it is the foundation of health. Omegas were the big thing that we're missing. And people would ask me, what omega supplement do you recommend? I never recommend fish supplements. I just fish oil supplement. I don't think that's good for you. I never believe in this fractionated, like just take the omega-3 out. You see, okay, here's my interpretation of the fishing industry. They used to throw away the skin of the fish and the guts of the fish, after they cut up the fish.
Right.
Then somebody decided, let's squeeze it and get the omega-3 out of it and put it in a capsule and sell it and make money from the waste.
Right.
Okay. And that's disgusting. And it tastes disgusting. It smells disgusting. And also there's even some studies suggesting that it's not good for you. However, there's just so much of an industry around this fish oil, and everybody thinks they should take fish oil. I want to tell you that it's not good for you to have just anything fractionated. There was a study done in Seattle at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Institute showing men who take fish oil, their chances of getting prostate cancer increased by over 70%. Okay, so this is why I never recommended fish oil supplementation to people. Also, fish don't make omegas. No mammal, no fish make omegas. Only plant makes omegas. Omegas are essential fatty acids. That means that we want to make sure we get them from plants. The fish didn't make the omega. The fish ate algae. Okay, this is where the omega is coming from. And that's the omega-3. But in nature, in seeds, also in nuts and seeds, you get not just omega-3, but you get omega-3, omega-6, omega-5, omega-7, omega-9. That's the full spectrum of omegas. It's kind of like the same thing as Juice Plus. In the vitamin supplements, you can take just vitamin C, vitamin E, the B complex, but you're missing out on all these polyphenols, which are so much more important, right? Same thing. We only know about omega-3s, but what about omega? So I did this research. I did a Google search on what do omega-5s do for you? What do omega-7 do for you? Omega-9. It's quite amazing. And these are found in nature, right? So our omega supplement really surprised me. It surprised me that they came up with this beautiful supplement, because before then I just thought, I would tell people you have to eat like a cup of chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, you know, all these nuts and seeds. And that's really hard to do every single day to get all the omegas that we needed. And another reason it's good for your skin is you need omegas for your brain. You need brain function, heart health, everything. Every cell in your body has omegas in the cell membrane. So this is a supplement that is so beautiful because it's Mother Nature's original ratios from 6 different plant sources. So it's not some fractionated man-made idea. It's just really capturing the beauty of Mother Nature and making it easier for us to get all these beautiful omegas into our system. And I also like to poke a hole in it and put it on my skin at night because it's, it's also a great topical. So I think it's a really great product. And I've noticed a difference. I wear these for computer vision, but I used to need, you know, reading glasses when I'd go to a restaurant, you know, at night in the dim light. I started taking a double dose, and I actually recommend for adults to take a double dose of omegas, and for kids to take 2 capsules, and for adults to take 4 capsules. Because when I started taking 4 capsules, I didn't need readers anymore. When I went to the restaurant. Yeah, I don't need my readers anymore when I go to a restaurant. And also, I also have had surgery in my knees from tearing my ACL. So I used to like wake up in the morning and my surgery, the knee that I had surgery on, I would feel it in the morning. You know, I would feel like, okay, it's a little stiff. When I started taking 4 omegas, I don't feel that stiffness anymore either in my left knee that I used to feel. So I just feel like everything's working a little bit better. And I do see an improvement in my skin as well. You know, I'm turning 58 soon, and I'm
Oh my God, congratulations.
Well.
Like you look definitely pretty well. Like I didn't know your age, and you definitely look younger.
Thank you. And I tell people my age all the time because people don't believe me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be 60 in a couple of years, but I don't feel like that at all. I feel like I'm 20 and still, you know, inside. And not to mention, I have done like when they test my teeth, I just recently had my teeth, you know, to see how closely my tooth is adhering to the gums, you know, these kinds of deeper tests, or bone density scan. And my bone density scan, they were giving me lectures to take calcium supplements. You know, I went in, I got my bone density scan, and the technician was telling me, do you take calcium supplements? Do you drink milk? And I said, absolutely not. That is the dumbest thing to do for bone density. Milk that will give you cancer, you know, cow milk will give you cancer, and calcium supplements will give you bone spurs. Like it'll go out and end up in the wrong places. Your bones don't take up calcium because you took a calcium supplement. This is not how it works. You have to eat leafy green vegetables. You have to take Juice Plus. You have to exercise if you want bone density. Bone density comes from exercise. Bone density comes from avoiding too many animal products and processed foods, not having an acidic diet. It's not as simple as taking a calcium supplement. It's a more complicated equation. And I got my bone density checked, and I said, you know, just wait till you get my bone density. He sent me back my results, and he wrote all over it, wow, you have the bone density of an 18-year-old, you know, because I take Juice Plus, I exercise, I avoid animal products. I don't eat processed food. I eat lots of leafy greens. This is the formula for bone density, not a calcium supplement and drinking milk. Thank you very much.
People are clapping to you, Dr. Mitra. Like people are like I can see people getting really excited with everything you're saying. So what would you say to, when we get a new partner, they get very discouraged at the beginning if they don't see immediate results. What would you, I mean, you already explained many things, but what would you say to someone, and maybe he's new, he's been taking the capsules for 4 months and he's saying, oh my God, I don't see, all of these improvements you guys all talking about. What would you say to them?
Yeah, well, first of all, you can't feel prevention. You don't feel the lack of sickness. We always notice when we're sick or we're not feeling good, but do you notice you're feeling good? So that some of it is observational, but some of it else is also, it depends on the rest of your lifestyle as well. Like, it's an equation. Are you still eating so much junk food and not taking care of yourself and drinking too much, and all of these other things are going to matter, because at the end of the day, you might need, because you're bigger or you're more active, maybe you need a double dose of Juice Plus. That's actually a real thing for athletes. I've noticed they need more Juice Plus because they need more plant nutrition, because they're doing more damage to their body daily. But the real reason is it takes time to build new cells. It takes at least 4 months for all the red blood cells in your body to be replaced. It takes a year for, for all the cells in your body to be replaced. It takes some time to build new gut bacteria. And if you did blood work, again, the blood would improve for sure. We've seen that over and over again in our clinical studies. So we can't always feel prevention. You don't feel that your heart is working better, your lungs are working better, but it takes time for.
That's why we should take it like as long as we can, because it's hard to share, we can share our results, but some people at some point they're like, oh, I want to see them as well. And I say, just take it as long as you can. It's not
a cup of coffee. It's not like doing a drug where suddenly you feel, okay, the pain is gone now, but that drug is also creating harm in your body in the process, right? It takes time to repair and rebuild tissues.
Wow, like seriously, I could listen to you like for hours, like I sometimes I go and see you like your speeches around on YouTube, because it's like so you're so valuable. There's so much we can learn from you. Like you definitely are gonna be one of the speakers to our Level Up event, so I'm sure that night is gonna be so valuable for all of us. I mean, seriously, I could like ask you so many more questions, but I think that we shared a lot tonight, and we don't want to take too much time. Like, where are you now? You're like in that
north of Seattle, Washington.
North of Seattle. So for sure, like it's morning, like you have to do many things. So thank you so much for everything, for all the knowledge, for everything, all the value shared. We really appreciate you. You're an amazing professional. You're an amazing leader as well in Juice Plus. We're so honored to have you tonight. Like this has been like one of the best calls like about our product I ever listened to. So thank you so much, Dr. Mitra. It was like a real honor. Ellie, you want to add something?
No, just thank you very much, Mitra. Let's share, everyone. I would like that everyone share one little thing that they learned tonight in the chat, because I think we learned so many things. So thank you very much, Mitra, for that. And I'm just going to remind you, everyone, that the event is on the 21st of January. You have this opportunity to have your prospect invited to listen to Mitra and other doctors that you've seen. They're so great, and they have so much value and so much knowledge and everything about our product. So let's share the link again with everyone. And then for you guys, that you have the possibility to come to the bootcamp on the Saturday and hear about. We also have a doctor panel there, and hear about many other great speakers in the Juice Plus world, because we have so many good people here. Every time I listen to a new speaker, I'm like, oh my God, it's just the best, the Juice Plus family. So really share it with everyone. Until the end of the week, the price is going to increase. So you want to get your tickets now. And so you can also join the power hours and everything we do. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're very welcome.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Eliana, share quickly the link again.
See.
Let's check that really everyone has the link. Everyone share it in your group, guys, because it's just until the end of the week and then the price is going to increase. Yeah. So I hope you guys liked it. Let's share it also, like.
And Ellie, I think we both agree that we all want to have our prospects to listen and Dr. Mitra Ray and all these other people. I mean, if I didn't get Juice Plus tonight, I would go like crazy in getting all the captures I could.
I think I'm gonna buy 2 tickets so I can invite 20 prospects.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
I have to invite my whole family to this.
Yeah, this is like, it's too much value. Like it changed people's lives, and it will for sure, 100%. Okay, guys.
Amazing, guys. If you have any question on the events, you can ask us. We're here. We hope you like it. We hope you like our Zooms and the power hour that we organize for you and the whole event. It's going to be amazing. And it's something very, very new. And we really need your help as well, you know. We really need your help for this event to be an amazing event. We really need that everyone is there. And so that we can, you know, have a big boot camp to start the 2022 in the best way, because we want everyone to win, right? And that's the beauty of Juice Plus. It's not only one person is winning. We win when everyone wins, and that's why we organize this whole stuff.
Sì, ragazzi, anche in italiano. So the link of the events, like for the, okay, so it's the same events. It is Saturday, it is one night, sorry, not Saturday. It is one night and then the day after, okay? So evening time, we have Dr. Panel, and then day after, we have a full day bootcamp in which you're gonna listen like from, like literally the top, like Jeff Roberti, Ellie, that as you know, like she's the top earner in our company in Europe, okay? So like she has lots of value to share. Katie Ravi, John Olowati, like Linda Even, then Lauren Lahab, like we even have Tony Robbins. Do you know Tony Robbins? Okay, like we literally getting the best of the best within our company, and also like getting, like I think we also waiting for confirmation for Fraser Brooks. Like we're gonna have like all the best people that can train us and bringing us to the next level. So that's how it works.
Perfect, guys. Really happy to have you here tonight. Let's share it with everyone and have an amazing night. Have an amazing start in the month. And let's see you for the power hours.
Bye.